Hi there, it's Stephanie, and here I am in PowerPoint. I just wanted to show you a quick and dirty way to create a tilt-shift effect to a photo in PowerPoint. Now, tilt-shift, I think a lot of us are familiar with it. It just creates a fake miniature scene, and a lot of digital cameras today have that built in. But if you're working with a photo that hasn't had that effect applied, and you don't want to go to Photoshop, then you can create something similar right here in PowerPoint. Let me show you how. First slide I have here has just the image that we're working with, the original photograph taken from a hotel in Florence looking down onto a busy street scene. And this is a really good photograph for tilt shift because normally if you're looking at something fake or miniature, you're looking from above down into the scene. So taking a photo from above is going to work best, and the busy scene also enhances the overall effect where the people will come off like stick figurines, the cars will come off like toy cars, and even those lamp posts with the little globes on them, the white globes, those will come off looking like dollhouse objects. So it's a really good picture for this effect. First thing we're going to do is enhance the color of the picture. Normally you see that with tilt shift. It's not just they use a blurring effect, but they also use they punch up the color and create a more of a fake color to the overall photograph. So I'm increasing the saturation to 110% and the contrast here to upping it by 10%. And this is all under the formatting, the picture formatting menu. So there it is, it comes off a little brighter. And now I'm going to duplicate that photo. So just Control D to duplicate. And then I'm just going to drag and align it on top of the other photo. So now I've got two photos on the slide. And the next step is on the top photo, I just want to change the artistic effect and increase or apply first off a blur to the picture. And in this particular picture I want to increase it to 15%. I just want to make the blur a little bit more a little less subtle. I want it to be more blurred. You'll see why in a second. And then the next step is to just go up into your insert menu, grab a shape, an oval shape is what I'm using in this case, and basically I'm looking at the photo and the scene, and I really want this area of the photo, kind of the center area of the plaza or the street, to be clear. I don't want it to be blurred. It's going to be the focal area of the picture. So I'm just going to grab my oval and just draw, something like this. You'll have to play around with it. Every photo is a little different, but this is the area that I'd like it to be clear. So I grab the blurred photo, and then I hold down my Control key and click the blue oval. And then if I go up into my drawing tools, under the format menu there, choose Merge Shapes and then choose Combine. And once I do that, you'll see what happens. The tilt shift effect begins to work almost immediately. Where the blue circle was before, it's been punched out of the blurred photo, and then behind the blurred photo is the clear version of that same photo. Remember, we had two pictures on top of each other. So now there's a hole punched through to the clear version of the photo. And right there you've got a fairly good effect, except that you can see that the line where the oval was, the blue oval, is really hard. And that isn't quite a natural looking effect. In Photoshop, you can actually do a really nice softness all around there and a nice blurred gradient to create a natural look. But in PowerPoint, we don't have that. What we can do, though, instead, is we can go over into our, here we are, into our picture menu here, our formatting menu, and just work with the soft edges command. So if I increase, I've clicked on the blurred photo. If I increase the soft edges up to, 10, 11, 12 point, something like that, you can see that the line where the oval was has now kind of disappeared a bit. It's also kind of blurred out on the edges too, which you may want to crop out later, but there you go. It kind of creates a more natural tilt shift effect. Now if I were to compare that, this has obviously been done in PowerPoint, but here I'm moving over to a different slide, and this slide here has been done in Photoshop. It has a blurred gradient where it's blurred here and it gets more and more blurred as you go out from the center area, and a real softness in the middle there. If we look at the PowerPoint version, you can see that there's a little bit more of a hard definition, but at first glance it's really hard to tell the difference between the two. So I think that you can actually create a fairly effective tilt shift effect in PowerPoint. Anyway, hope you find that useful.